Hey everyone, my name's Joe, and this is my wife Helen, and in the summer of 2024, we took a trip to Southern California. In episode 2, I'm going to be exploring Coronado and the Gaslamp Quarter in San Diego. At 7 in the morning, I decided to leave Helen, who had to work all day again, and get started with my day. First, let's do a fit check. We've got the Chinese knockoff Paul Smith polo, white holiday shorts, and of course, the flip-flops. Almost got caught there. How embarrassing would that have been? I had to make sure to stop at 7-Eleven to get one of those delicious coffees again. But the 7-Eleven I went into, the coffee was like 50% more expensive. So I returned to the homeland and went to a different 7-Eleven in Little Italy than I did yesterday. I found my large coffee for $2.79. Then I had to catch the bus to go to Coronado Beach. The bus 901 is going there, and happily, when I got on, it was the first time I had an empty bus. Fingers crossed that this lasts for, at least a few minutes. There are quite a lot of sidewalks which just end in San Diego because of the construction on the buildings above. And because so few people are walking on them, I doubt it makes any difference at all. There's a claim that there are around 10,000 homeless people in all of San Diego County. If that's true, then I've seen every last one of them in San Diego City in under 2 days. There's also a claim that there are no tent cities. I'll let you be the judge of that. Honestly, this was a very orderly bus ride to Coronado today, over this gigantic blue flyover highway.
I took a bus from San Diego to Coronado. I took a bus from San Diego to Coronado. I took a bus from San Diego to Coronado.
It took a while to get to Coronado Beach, and unfortunately the weather wasn't very cooperative. But I still got to see some people playing with their dogs, some cute cottages and big beachfront houses, stern warnings, Trump banners, Blue Lives Matter cornhole, and a place where oceans meet. Coronado seems like an orderly, calm, perfectly nice military or police town, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. I stopped in at Walgreens to get some sunscreen and saw a few snacks that I wanted to try with Helen later. I also stopped in at Vaughn's to see what that was all about.
I stopped into Vaughn's to take a gander. I stopped into Vaughn's to take a gander. I stopped into Vaughn's to take a gander. I stopped into Vaughn's to take a gander.
I was interested to find out what Squirt tastes like. It doesn't taste like any Squirt I've tasted before. No, it was really good. I just did the spit take for the joke.
There's a place off Ocean Avenue. It's called Orange Avenue. That's right, I rhymed Avenue with Avenue. Don't like it, what you've done it to.
I realized on my walk back up Orange Avenue that I could see downtown San Diego from Coronado. Duh. And I saw that I could take a ferry back, actually, instead of taking the bus over that blue flyover again.
I took a bus.
It was $9, but I got to experience something new. An American $1 coin highlighted the trip so far. On the way back, we passed the USS Midway, and I got to see it from the other side. Take it on, ooh, take it on. The ferry was operated by Flagship. It was very easy and quick. Once we got to the port, I saw this Patriot American flag speedboat, which was also operated by Flagship. I asked the attendant who helped us off the boat if that's why they're called Flagship, and he said, "Why?" And I just walked away.
He didn't get my joke. He didn't get my joke. How was he to know? How was he to know?
Once I got back to San Diego, the sun broke through the clouds. It was then that I realized I was actually in the presence of a movie star. It's kind of a big deal.
What in the hell's diversity?
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
And I stopped into Miguel's Cochina for some chicken and mole tacos with a view. They were fantastic, and yet again, because I'm celiac, they were gluten-free. I then felt like I needed to walk and to enjoy the sunshine finally. And boy, did I do that. I walked over to the Seaport Village again, and I saw this other taco place called Crack Tacos. These things were so good that, coming up blank here, leave a punchline in the comments. But seriously, I couldn't eat these ones because they didn't have a gluten-free option. Yeah. I also stopped into the shop next door, which sold many different beverages, which is going to be a recurring theme on this United States trip. I was nearly tempted to try the watermelon warhead flavored energy drink, but it was like $5, and I knew that I'd only end up taking one sip. I feel confident in my Squirt joke from earlier anyway, so. There was a marijuana-themed coffee and bagel place, and from what I can tell, they sold 0 marijuana there. Ha! Amsterdam 1, San Diego, several dozen at this point, really. I actually didn't really care about Sally's, but this reflective surface is going to help illustrate that I'm the guy behind the camera. I decided to walk along the marina and saw a place called Joe's Crab Shack. This has got to be one of the top 5 worst ways that I found out I have crabs. Again, no luck for the celiac gang over here. The sun was pounding down by now, as you can tell, so I went home and I changed into something sleeveless so my farmer's tan didn't progress beyond the point of no return. I headed back out along the waterfront towards Middletown and then over to Poco Italia. Anno Madonna, it is like I cannot stay away. It did have a much nicer vibe in the sunshine though. Somehow felt even less like Italy, however. When I saw my favorite 7-Eleven in the world, I decided to go in and try the Mountain Dew Freedom Fusion Slurpee because I was running a little bit low on Americano. It was actually really incredible. I passed by Ralph's, which I've never heard of, and decided to venture in. A homeless guy outside was holding a sign which read, "Do you have any empathy?" And I wondered if he applied any empathy in the process of that mass guilt trip. He told me I dropped my pocket, but I didn't look and kept walking. Can't fool this guy. I think fruit seemed cheap at Ralph's. There was a ton of ice cream, and I bought Helen some spicy dill pickle chips. because she's never tried dill pickle flavored chips before, and I thought it'd be nice to try some dill pickle flavored chips. I then ventured back to the hotel quickly to try and see Helen, as she was in the room for a short period. Then, once she set back off to meet her team, I went for dinner in the Gaslamp district on 5th Avenue, which is pedestrianized. I ate at a place with gluten-free burgers called The Melt, and it was honestly one of the best burgers I've ever had in my entire life. The pickle was so tasty, and look at this cheese pull on the burger. Crikey flip. Also, they were playing the underrated classic Vegas Vacation. I then walked it off for a bit and explored the Gaslamp Quarter, which was a lot of nice restaurants and souvenir and surf shops. I made a wish at the Zolotar machine to be big, and nothing about me changed. Nice. This junkie was throwing a metal spike around, so the location seemed fitting. This mannequin seemed like a nice and kind person with a lot of heart. Overall, it seemed like the Gaslamp Quarter was full of things to see and do and eat, and it would be probably a cool place to stay if you're coming to San Diego. And that wrapped up my second full day in San Diego. Stats for the day, 37,000 steps, which is even more than yesterday. I've got to say though, my calves are absolutely killing me from that. I might need to wear my runners tomorrow. Probably won't though.